Welcome to Learn English. Hi everyone, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Adam. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're going to sort out all the confusing words that pop up during a British and an American Christmas.
It's one of those things you just don't think about until you're celebrating together. You think you're speaking the same language, but then suddenly, words you thought you knew have completely different meanings. We see it in movies all the time, and it can get really confusing.
Absolutely. So, our goal today is to clear up some of that confusion. We're going to break down the vocabulary, compare some of our biggest traditions, and even do a little role playing to show you these differences in real life. By the end of this, you'll be a transatlantic Christmas expert.
It's going to be a fun lesson. So, if you've ever wondered why Brits get an extra day off after Christmas, or what on earth a Christmas cracker is, you are in the right place. And if you enjoy learning about these kinds of cultural and language differences, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future videos.
Okay, let's start with the very first thing you say to someone. In the UK, you'll mostly hear people wishing each other a happy Christmas. It's what my family has always said, and it's even the phrase the royal family prefers.
That's so interesting because in the United States, it's Merry Christmas all the way. If someone wished me a happy Christmas, I'd totally understand them, but it would sound a little unusual, maybe a bit formal. Merry just feels more, well, merry. You know, it sounds lively and celebratory.
See, and for me, happy feels a bit warmer. Merry can sometimes make me think of being a little tipsy. You know the phrase, eat, drink, and be merry. Although, to be fair, there is a lot of that at a British Christmas, too. The phrase Merry Christmas became really popular in the 19th century, mostly thanks to Charles Dickens and A Christmas Carol.
That makes total sense. We love Dickens in the US too, which is probably why Merry Christmas is so stuck in our culture. We also use Happy Holidays a lot, especially in public spaces or emails. It's seen as more inclusive because it covers Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and New Year's all at once. It's a nice way to acknowledge that not everyone celebrates Christmas.
That's getting more common here, but we often say something like the festive season instead of the holiday season. And if you want a really British slang term, you might hear someone say Happy Crimbo to their friends. It's very informal, a little bit cheeky, but you hear it in offices and pubs all over the country.
Happy Crimbo? I love that. I have never heard that in America. If I said that to my family, they would have no idea what I was talking about. It's amazing how one simple greeting can have so many different layers. Okay, next up, the man of the hour, the one who brings all the presents. In America, he is, without a doubt, Santa Claus. He lives at the North Pole with his elves. He flies in a sleigh pulled by reindeer. And he comes down the chimney.
And in Britain, we have Father Christmas. Now, today the two have basically merged into the same person, but they actually have different origins. Father Christmas is a much older figure from English folklore. Originally, he wasn't really about children or gifts. He was more a symbol of adult feasting and celebrating the start of spring. In old pictures, he even wore a green robe, not red.
Wow, a green robe. That's a totally different picture in my head. The American Santa Claus comes from the Dutch legend of Sinterklaas, which settlers brought to New York. The image we have of him, the red suit, the big belly, the white beard, was made really popular in the 19th century by poems like 'Twas the night before Christmas. And of course, those famous Coca-Cola ads.
Exactly. And that American image of Santa became so popular that it eventually crossed the Atlantic. By the end of the Victorian era, our Father Christmas had started to look just like your Santa Claus, with the red suit, the gift-giving, and the reindeer. So now, we pretty much use both names. You'll hear kids talk about Santa, but Father Christmas still sounds very traditionally British.
So what about the treats you leave out for him? In my house, it was always a plate of cookies and a big glass of milk.
Ah, no milk and cookies for our guy. To help Father Christmas on his long journey, we leave him a mince pie and a glass of sherry or brandy. It's a little something to warm him up on a cold night. It feels very adult, which I guess connects back to his origins as a figure of grown-up parties.
Alcohol for Santa! I love that. And it's very practical, I'm sure. It's such a small detail, but it says so much about the different cultural feelings around the holiday. Let's talk about the main event for so many families, Christmas dinner. In the US, the menu can really vary. Since we have a big turkey meal at Thanksgiving just a month earlier, a lot of families will have a big glazed ham or roast beef for Christmas. Don't get me wrong, many still have turkey, but it's not the only option.
For us, it's almost always turkey. A big, beautiful roast turkey is the star of the show. Some people might have goose, which is very traditional, but turkey is king. And it's the side dishes, or trimmings as we call them, where you see the real differences.
Okay, let's hear it. Our table would be full of things like mashed potatoes, gravy, maybe some creamed corn, green bean casserole, and for sure some kind of bread roll, and stuffing, obviously.
We have stuffing and roast potatoes. That's essential. But our must-haves are different. You absolutely have to have Brussels sprouts, often cooked with bacon. Then there are roasted parsnips, and the real star of a British Christmas dinner, pigs in blankets. These are little sausages wrapped in bacon. Americans, you have no idea what you're missing. They're the best thing ever.
Sausages wrapped in bacon? That sounds amazing. We have something called pigs in a blanket, but it's a little hot dog baked inside pastry. Totally different. And you have Yorkshire puddings, right? I thought those were for a Sunday roast with beef.
Traditionally, yeah, but they've slowly crept into the Christmas dinner over the years, just because everyone loves them so much. It's maybe not a classic tradition, but it's a very popular modern one. But there's one more thing on the table that is completely non-negotiable and 100% British: Christmas crackers.
I've heard of these. We have nothing like this in the States. You have to explain what they are.
It's a cardboard tube wrapped in festive paper. Two people grab an end and pull. It makes a loud snap sound, and inside you'll find a little toy, a really terrible joke, and a paper crown. Everyone at the table has to wear their paper crown for the whole dinner. It's a silly, fun tradition that makes the meal feel like a party.
Okay, so this brings us right back to where we started. The Great Pudding Confusion. In America, the meal ends with dessert. This could be anything from pumpkin pie or apple pie to a cheesecake or a big plate of Christmas cookies. The word pudding only means a soft, creamy dessert, like chocolate or butterscotch pudding.
And for us, the word pudding can just mean the dessert course in general. I might ask, what's for pudding? But it also refers to a specific dish. At Christmas, it means one thing and one thing only: Christmas pudding. It's not creamy at all. It's a very dense, dark, steamed cake that's full of dried fruit and spices.
A steamed cake? That sounds so different.
It is. You make it weeks, or even months, before Christmas, and you feed it with brandy or rum to let it mature. Then, on Christmas Day, you steam it for a few more hours to heat it up. The grand finale is bringing it to the table. You warm up some brandy, pour it over the pudding, and set it on fire. It comes to the table with blue flames dancing all around it. It's pure theater.
You set your dessert on fire? That's incredible! We definitely do not do that. If our dessert is on fire, something has gone very, very wrong. What about mince pies? I've heard about those. Do they have meat in them?
That's a great question. Hundreds of years ago, they actually did have minced meat mixed with fruit and spices. But today, they're completely sweet. They're little pies filled with mincemeat, which is just a mix of chopped dried fruit, spices, and sweet, often soaked in brandy. They are a staple of the entire festive season. You have them with tea, you leave one for Father Christmas. They're everywhere.
Okay, let's put some of this vocabulary to the test. Adam, you're a Brit doing some last minute Christmas shopping in an American department store. I'll be the helpful, but very confused, American shop assistant.
Brilliant. Let's do it.
Hi there. Can I help you find anything today? You look a little lost.
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, please. I'm in a real bind. I need to buy a Christmas present for my brother, and I'm looking for a nice warm jumper.
A jumper? Oh, do you mean like a little one-piece outfit for a baby? Or like a pinafore dress? We have those over in the women's section.
A pinafore dress? For my brother? No, no, a jumper. You know, a woolly thing with long sleeves you pull over your head to keep warm.
Oh, you mean a sweater? Right this way, our sweaters are over here. We have some lovely cashmere ones. Is he a V-neck or a crew neck kind of guy?
A sweater. Right, yes, a sweater. Phew, I was getting worried. Now I also need to get some stocking fillers.
Some what now? Stocking fillers?
Yes, you know, little bits and pieces to put in his Christmas stocking. Small gifts.
Oh, I get it. You mean stocking stuffers? Yes. We have a whole section for those over by the cash registers. Gadgets, candy, fun socks, all the classic stocking stuffers.
Stocking stuffers. Jumper is a sweater. Got it. This is harder than I thought. Thanks for your help.
My turn! Now I'm an American tourist in a traditional British pub on Boxing Day, and you're the friendly but very British barman.
Perfect. Welcome to the Holly and the Ivy. What can I get for you, love?
Hi! Wow, this place is so cozy. I just finished my main course, and I'd love to order some dessert. What do you have?
Dessert? Right you are. Well, for pudding today, we've got a lovely sticky toffee pudding with custard, a treacle tart, or the last of the Christmas pudding with brandy butter.
Okay, hold on. So for dessert, you have pudding, but 3 different kinds? I'm so confused. Is the Christmas pudding like a creamy chocolate pudding? Because I think I'm too full for that.
Ah, you're not from around here, are you? No, love. The Christmas pudding is that rich, steamed fruit cake, very traditional. And the sticky toffee is a lovely sponge cake with toffee sauce. When we say pudding, we just mean the sweet course after your main.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That makes so much more sense. In that case, I will try the sticky toffee pudding. But can I get it with ice cream instead of custard?
Ice cream instead of custard. A bit unorthodox, but seeing as it's Christmas, I'll allow it. One sticky toffee with ice cream coming right up.
Wow, that was so much fun! And it really does show how easily these little misunderstandings can happen. From jumpers and sweaters to the whole idea of pudding, our shared language is full of festive traps.
It really is. But that's the fun of it, isn't it? Discovering these little differences makes you appreciate both cultures even more. We may say Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas, and we may eat Christmas pudding or apple pie, but the spirit of the season is exactly the same.
It's all about family, friends, good food, and festive cheer. We really hope we've cleared up some of the big points of confusion for you today, and maybe gave you a laugh.
We would absolutely love to hear from you. What are the biggest holiday traditions in your country? And have you ever had a funny misunderstanding with someone from the UK or the US over Christmas words? Let us know your favorite Christmas tradition from your country in the comments below.
Thanks so much for watching. From both of us, we wish you a very happy Christmas.
And a very happy Christmas. See you in the next video.